Physical Science 101 Course Syllabus Fall 2021. The course number in section is PHY101 and the section is 05. And the course call number is 70026. The time of the class is to be added. The class location is VM Chamber Hall, and there will be an online section since this is a hybrid. This is a traditional hybrid course, which is the instructional mode is traditional hybrid. Prerequisites for this course, none. However, it's highly recommended that you will have taken Math 101. The official textbook is K.B. Krakow and A. Bowser, The Physical Universe, the 16th edition. The ISBN numbers are here. However, there are newer versions or newer edition of this book, and you may use those as well. I am the instructor, Dr. Matthew E. Edwards. My office is VM Chamber Hall 145. My lab is VM Chamber 025. Office hours are to be added, and my email addresses are listed here. You can get those as you need, and I have my telephone numbers. The course description is PHY 101, Physical Science 1. And this course will cover the essential features of force, motion, gravity, energy, power, electricity and magnetism, wave, the nucleus, and the atom. The prerequisite, as I said, is none, but Math 101 is highly recommended. Pause for a moment while I change the screen. Now, there are students' learning outcomes that are listed here. Let me get them. The student learning outcome. Upon completion of this course, the students will have an understanding of the fundamentals of measurement, velocity, force, Newton's laws of motion, work, energy, gravity, Kepler laws, heat, electricity, reflection, refraction, atoms, particles, and the nucleus. In addition, the student will understand physical processes at work in the universe, will develop the ability to solve problems, improve confidence and skills in quantitative expressions, and build an awareness of how science influences daily life. Class format and traditional hybrid. As traditional hybrid course, the main teaching style will be face-to-face instruction once a week with online lessons given for the other days of the week for further enhancement to the student via specific online videos. There are a set of videos as you will see. Additionally, homework assignments and review of the same will be implemented face-to-face or online as specified by the instructor at the time of giving the assignments. The online portion of the class will stay in step with the face-to-face instructions. Through having an open mind for receiving and sharing knowledge and a willingness to learn, the student will show and explain how to reach a given solution by recording intermediate steps in a set of calculations or describing your answer logically in words. Simply listening or guessing the answer via multiple choice questions is not acceptable. Additionally, homework assignments, where each assignment is to be submitted as a separate document, are due on the specified date indicated. Keep each homework assignment separately from one another and submit each separately as a single document. You should take tests on the scheduled dates. You should have your own inexpensive calculator, other than your cell phone calculator though. Hold again while I change the screen. Now, dress code is as follows, and code of conduct is implemented as per the student handbook. Attendance. A student is permitted 1 unexcused absence for each credit hour generated by the class. For example, 2-3 absentees are allowed in this 3-hour course. And service for persons with disability. The university provides environmental and programmatic access for persons with documented disabilities as defined in Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. Any student who desires information or assistance in arranging needed services for a disabling condition should contact the Director of Special Student Services at this number. And also tutorial assistance. Tutorial assistance for undergraduate courses can be obtained from the Tutorial Assistance Network TAN, a subsidiary of the Office of Academic Support Service. It is located in Buchanan Hall. There's a telephone number for it there. Now, when I get to the grading section, I'm going to read this. Grade determination. Students having at least a 94 examination average on examination 1, 2, 3, that means exam 1, 2, and 3, will be exempted from the final examination with the grade A or the A grade awarded for the course. That's always a good thing. Now, how do I arrive at your grade? The attendance and class participation is most important to me. It counts a total of 10 points. Homework equally is important to me. It counts 15 points for a total of 25 for those two. The 3 examinations count 15 points each for a total of 45 points, and the final examination counts 30 points. Hold again while I change the screen. And the grading scale is listed here. It is standard, 90 to 100A, 80 to 89.9B, 70 to 79.9C, 60 to 69.9D, and 0 to 59.9F. I expect my students to do very well in this class. Now, in the course outline listed here, I want you to go through all of the section from week 1 through week 16. But right now, let me just indicate we start week 1 with chapter 1 with the scientific method. And we will talk about how scientists study nature, the universal gravitation, and how many of what. We will talk about that as time goes on. And the first set of assignments are listed here. The first, multiple choice, directly from the textbook. I will have placed these assignments on Blackboard content so you'll be able to get them there. And the first exercise, you are to complete multiple choice questions as you would exercise problem 21, 22, and 23. What I mean by this, 21, 22, and 23 are really in the multiple choice section of the problems that the author has. But you are to work them out on your paper and turn in the answer as if you were solving the problems in the exercise section. Okay, so that's the first exercise. The second exercise then is actually in the exercise section and is problems 1 through 4, 8, 13, 19, 20, and 26. You will work through the problems and notice that I have 3 assignments listed in this section here. You turn in each assignment online. You will send it to my email, and that's the way you turn in your assignment. I will tell you in the face-to-face section when each assignment is due. No due date is listed here at the moment, but I'll tell you while we're in class when these are due. Notice that week 2 continues with the scientific method, all of chapter 1, and the same set of problems that were assigned for week 1 also exists for week 2. Okay, hold for a moment while we go through this. So as you see, week to week, it's the same pattern. Assignments, lecture, new concepts being taught. And a test, let me go back to the first test. The first test is pretty much scheduled as we get through the end of chapter 2 before we start chapter 3. And so it is listed there. And then there's test 2 as we get to the end of chapter 5. We will skip chapter 4, and chapter 4 will be considered later. So we'll go from chapter 3 to chapter 5, and we'll have test number 2 after that. Then chapter 6 and 8, and then we'll have test 3. Then I will go to chapter 8, and then back to chapter 4 and 7 that we skipped, and we have the final examination. Of course, all the dates listed here are estimates. Homework assignments may change as needed. Examination dates and other than those listed will be announced at least 1 week in advance. University classroom conduct, code of conduct, I expect you to follow that and adhere with respect for yourselves, your peers, and your teacher, and see the university dress code and read it there, okay? All right, that takes me to the end of this.